Hey guys, what's up? Thanks for tuning into my video. My topic is on the gender situation in sports. Now, men and women have a very different experience and appearance in sports, but especially women because they're trying to fit into a profession that is dominated by men. Some of the things I looked into was on network coverage and media. Websites like ESPN.com, it's totally focused towards men. All the articles, they mention all the teams there you can click on. And while for the women, if you want to know about women's sports, it's a very small link at the top of the website. So they're putting it away so people will look at the men because I think that's what people want to see. People want to read about the men. And watching highlights and coverage, of course, on a place like Sports Center, all the interviews they have, it seems like all the highlights are touchdown passes, dunks, and so 99 out of 100 every segments are about men. Women get very little time there also. As far as the sportswear, I found that men wear tank tops and shorts, and women, it seems like no coincidence. I mean, all athletes sweat, but they're wearing very tight sports bras and very short shorts. I think that it's sexist because fans want to see women showing off a lot of skin. Sometimes they'd rather pay attention to that than the sport that the women are actually participating in at the time. And whenever women do get a chance to be photographed, everyone knows for the most part about Sports Illustrated has the swimsuit edition, and all the women they're really not performing. They're just posing in very sexy positions in bikinis, and so it's really biased there. Some of the other research I found, the reputation for schools and teams hiring female head coaches in men's sports, it's they look at it as women may not have the same time motivating professional men than they do women. It's people look at it, there are much higher stakes, and some teams feel women can't handle that. Winning, to them isn't, everything. It's the only thing. And so, while game planning is difficult, even they won't take a woman even if she has the same experience and background as a man. And yep. When I dig deeper into the research, I found a lot about Title IX, and that is it was an act that was passed in 1972 that helped stop the sexist discrimination for funding educational programs, and this allowed women now they can fulfill their athletic goals a lot easier than they were able to before. And this was I was wondering how much of that is true. And if you look at this past Summer Olympics in Rio, what I did not know was, even though a lot of time was spent covering male athletes like Michael Phelps and Usain Bolt, they got a lot of interviews, but it turns out there were more American women athletes at this Olympics than there were men, and the women even won more gold medals. And if you think about it, that probably would not have happened in the last 20, 30 years if not for Title IX giving women a chance to, now they can go from college to professional sports, and now they can go all the way to the Olympics. So there is a little bright spot there. I thought compared to everything else, it was hard pressed. So all in all, the situation is taking steps in the right direction when it comes to men and women having the same opportunities. But there's still a lot more walls to break down, and so I hope we do, because I try to show that I'm not biased whatsoever when it comes to watching sports, but other fans are, because it's been like that for a very long time. But I'm happy to see. Recently, actually, there was it lasted a short period, but there was a assistant woman coach at the Buffalo Bills team, and there were several others in 2015, really. So there's proof right there that baby steps have begun. So thanks.